Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashim. This is today's deadlift session. I've labeled it as high intensity training because Eric made me do cluster sets and drop sets with these maximal end weights. This is set number 1, 425 for 2. I'm going to be doing this audio commentary for the entire length of the video. Most of the work sets are not edited, so you have the entire cluster set and the entire drop set there, including whatever rest I took in between the mini sets. That's in this as well. This is 455 for 2. It felt a little difficult off the floor. I wasn't feeling good. To begin with, I want to state that I had massive nasal congestion. I also had a bit of an upset tummy, and that's being politically correct and very mild. But I wasn't feeling that good. But hey, it doesn't matter. I showed up, and this is what I did: 485 for 2. And then I took a little bit of a break, and then I did 485 for 1. My weakness in the past has always been cluster sets and drop sets with deadlifts, with anything, because I can do cluster sets with front squats heavy. I can do cluster sets with anything, but with deadlifts I have a mental block. Once that rhythm is broken of reps, it's very difficult for me to re-establish it. So this is very challenging to me on a personal front, not just with the weights. The weights are challenging in and of themselves. 485 is a lot of weight for me. It's I think over 95% of my max. My max is 505 right now. That's my relative max. So 485 is about 97%, I think, or about more than 95% of it. And I cranked out 3 reps in total. So I'm really happy about that. The plan for today was pretty variable, as Eric has always taught me. The more advanced you get. Hey, by the way, this is a grinder. I grinded out that 485, and I'm very happy about that because I need to redevelop my ability to grind out heavy singles, heavy doubles, heavy reps. After my injury, I haven't really done anything that challenging, so this is the first step in that direction. After this, after a couple of more weeks of clusters, I'm going to be moving on to single seam, so I want to be best prepared for that. So this is 475 for 3. It felt absolutely wonderful, and I knew I wouldn't be able to do 2 more reps with it, so I wanted to drop the weight down to 465, and I will be doing that right now. I think the biggest challenge with clusters is that whole mental reset, that the way you got to approach it after you take that little bit of a break, or even for this drop set, it doesn't matter. Once I take that little bit of a break and I get back to it, the biggest hurdle that I have is to not allow the previous reps to weigh down on me. I have to take this as a set in and of itself. Each rep is on its own, is independent. So I really am focusing on that. So back to what I was saying. The plan for the next few weeks is the plan for today was pretty variable. Eric had me do cluster sets, drop sets, whatever. Next week I'm going to be building on this, so I think next week for this set in particular it's going to remain the same. For the 485 for 2 plus 1, I might try to make it 485 for 2 plus 2, which will be which will be progress. This set, like I said, will remain the same. After this, I'm going to be doing a triple drop set. At least that's the only way I know how to word this. These are such bodybuilding terms, but this is all that I have to work with. See, 465 for 2, this is a grinder, and this the second rep is pretty difficult as well. And like I said, the fact that I had a stomach upset, it really messed me up. I would have been even better today, but hey, shit happens, literally. Alright, so this is the triple drop set that I was talking about. I got 475 for single, 465 for double, and 455 for double. So 5 reps in total. Yeah, this is a grinder. Big grinder. I'm so lucky to have training partners like these guys who come in and help out. By the way, the guy who's not bald, whose butt is facing the camera, Dr. Kanish, he's a doctor, a certified practicing doctor, and he hit a PR today of 425 for 2 singles. So his old max was 425 and he did 425 for 2 singles. And somewhere between those 2 singles there was a failure as well, because he was supposed to do 2 reps and he wanted to do 2 reps, but after the first rep on the first set he knew he was gassed out, so he said, okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and he took a little bit of a break, but then he felt all pumped up and ready. So he tried to do 425 again and he failed. So then we made him rest for a good 10 minutes and then he came back and then he smoked it. So that was really good. Anyway, back to this 465 for 2. This was the ball busting set of all ball busting sets. After this set, I think I took a 20-minute break where I just lay down and I just focused on breathing and tried very hard not to vomit. And this game played a lot on my mind. I'm being very I'm understating this because you guys will see 455 that's going to be put on the bar now. I failed that first initial pull. You'll see the bar goes off the floor, but then I don't have the mental confidence or the drive to, or the determination, I guess, to follow through. Look at me adjusting myself like that. Anyway, so I try really hard to pull through, but I'm not able to, because in my mind the first thought that comes in is that, oh man, how am I going to progress on this next week? It's going to kill me. I know, absolutely stupid thought that came in my mind, and that's what I had to deal with. But I regrouped mentally and I pulled and I got 455 for 2 reps. The second rep was a major grinder, and you guys will see it's gonna come up now. And that's why I took a 20-minute break before I did my last few sets. I was exhausted. I think this is when all those pre-workout supplements, all those caffeine pills and all that really come in handy for most bodybuilders and most professional guys, most big people. Because I don't take that stuff, and hey, today was one of those days where I think it would have helped. Maybe, I don't know. It's just not having a stomach upset would have also helped, and not having nasal congestion would have also gone towards helping me being more stable. You guys will notice on some of the reps, and it's going to happen later. There are a lot of girls who are on my Facebook friend list, and they can talk about really gross digestion stuff, and it's okay. But if guys do it, it's a little weird and very gross. So I'm not going to get into it. But I was a little in some of the big sets with 4 or 5 last clusters that I have. I was thrown off a little bit. See, I'm going to fail right now. There. I got it off the floor, but I was like, no, I don't have the drive to finish through. And I was like, no, I'm going to get it. I'm not going to walk away from this. And I think everyone's breath was held, because I am capable of just like calling it a day and saying, no, you know what, fuck it, I can't do it. But hey, this is, you got to grind through it. So this is going to be the first rep. Now it's going to be the second. Oh yeah. Pure grind. It was really hard. Alright, 425 for 3. This was very doable. I'm really happy about this. Okay, this is a cluster set with 4 or 5. It's going to be edited down. You guys will notice that basically I am struggling off the bottom because of my stomach upset, and I don't want to get into any graphic detail of what is going on or what I think is going to go on, or actually what I hope does not happen and I'm worried about. But you can imagine in my mind I'm hitting the panic button right about now. So that's why all the start of every single rep is a little, I'm a little weak off the floor because of that. So I got my 405 sets, and I'm happy. This was a really difficult workout. Next week is going to be even more interesting, but next week I will not have these problems, hopefully. I'll be fine. And it really doesn't matter that I had these problems, because I came in and I did really well, so fuck it, you know. Alright, 225 for 7, back off set. And then I'm going to show you guys the warm-ups. I know this video has been really long, and the next 2 workouts will also be really long. But yeah, I just had to share this. I wanted you guys just to be able to see everything. And this way I can tell you all what's going on through my mind. Like with that 455 last. Oh man, I was really annoyed that I was thinking during my workout. This is what happens to me. It's a weakness, and I don't want it to be there. But hey, it happens from time to time, and it throws me off. So these are going to be the warm-ups. As you guys know, warm-ups means you got to try to rip that bar off the floor as quickly as possible. Whatever speed that I'm able to harness in the beginning part of my workout with the warm-ups, that's going to translate into maximal end strength towards the end. And with the amount of grinders that I was going through, yeah, I needed that. Next week I plan on doing 485 for 2 sets of 2 with the cluster, I mean. Then I want to do 475. I want to add a rep somewhere. You know the set that I did 475 for 1, 465 for 2, 455 for 2? I'm hoping that if I get 485 for 2 sets of 2, then I will just eliminate, then 1 rep. See, the total has to be 15 reps. So between these 3 big sets, 13 reps, sorry, between these 3 big sets. So 485 for 2 and 2, that means 4 sets, 4 reps are done. That leaves 9 reps remaining. Then 475 for 3, 465 for 2. That leaves 4 reps remaining. And of the 4 reps remaining, I'm going to try to do 475 for 2, 465 for 2, and that's it. And the following week, I want to try on the heaviest set to take 495 and do a little bit. I don't know how much. Anyway, this video is going to come to an end soon. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate your love and support. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.